Have you ever wondered why some men seem to build muscle faster than many women, even when they train less? Is it just genetics? Or is there a physiological explanation that nobody's told you? Whether you're just starting out in bodybuilding or have been training for a while but feel like your results don't match your effort, maybe you're comparing things that were never meant to be the same. In this video, you'll get a clear understanding of the real differences in hypertrophy potential between men and women, what's myth, what's fact, and most importantly, how to use this knowledge to get smarter, faster results. Stick around until the end, because this truth might finally break the frustration that's holding back your progress. For years, we've heard the same old lines. Men grow muscle faster, women aren't built to gain muscle, do you train like a man? These phrases may sound harmless, but they carry a twisted idea that sabotages a lot of people. The notion that there's a natural, absolute, unquestionable superiority when it comes to hypertrophy. The problem? It's not that simple. And in many cases, it's flat out wrong. This myth not only discourages thousands of women who train hard, but also creates a false sense of ease for men who think that just having testosterone means they'll progress without effort. The result? Useless comparisons, wrong strategies, and people stuck on both sides. The truth is, yes, biological differences exist, but they don't mean what you think. And in the next section, we'll get straight to the root of the issue. What really happens inside your body when you train? Now it's time to face the facts. Yes, there is a biological difference between men and women when it comes to hypertrophy. But hold on. That doesn't mean one side is doomed to stagnate. Men produce more testosterone, and this hormone is a key player in muscle growth. It boosts protein synthesis, improves recovery, and enhances lean mass gains. This definitely gives an absolute advantage in terms of muscle volume. But here's the part nobody talks about. Women have higher levels of estrogen, which improves recovery and protects muscle tissue. Plus, they have greater resistance to fatigue, allowing for more repetitions and higher training frequency. In other words, the difference exists, but it's not a sentence. It's a starting point. And if you learn how to use this to your advantage, you'll stop fighting the current and start surfing with it. If we look only at raw muscle gain, it's true. Men usually show faster and bigger results. But that's only half the equation, and that's where most people get it wrong. What really matters for anyone training isn't just how much muscle you have, but how much you improve relative to where you started. And when it comes to relative progress, women surprise. Studies show that proportionally they gain almost as much as men, and sometimes even more under certain training protocols. The difference is mostly visual. While men add volume, women tend to gain more definition, less fat, and greater muscle firmness. What looks like less progress is often just a perception difference. Understanding this changes your entire mindset in training. You don't need to look like a man to be evolving like a machine. One of the biggest differences between men and women in bodybuilding isn't just physical, it's mental. And that directly impacts training style. While many men prioritize heavy weights, short sets, and ego in the mirror, many women focus on repetitions, movement control, and endurance. What does that tell us? That each gender, often unconsciously, tends to use strategies that play to their physiological strengths. Men push more for peak strength. Women capitalize on volume and recovery capacity. But beware, this doesn't mean you should limit yourself to that pattern. Men who train with more volume and technique progress faster. Women who challenge their load limits transform their physique more quickly. The key is to adjust, not copy. Understand what works for you, not what works for the guy next to you or the Instagram influencer. Knowing the biological differences and training styles is just the beginning. The real game changer is adapting your routine to maximize what your body does best. Men, for example, need to be careful not to fall into overtraining, since their greater strength capacity can lead to pushing too hard. The key is balancing volume and intensity, with special attention to recovery, because muscle grows outside the gym, not inside it. Women, on the other hand, have a natural resistance to fatigue that can be leveraged with higher volume and frequency workouts. Focusing on longer sets, varied stimuli, and training that respects the menstrual cycle can boost gains and prevent plateaus. In the end, There's no magic formula, but adjusting your training to take advantage of your unique traits makes all the difference. Those who understand this stop fighting their body and start working with it, and results come much faster. The biggest mistake I see in the bodybuilding world is expecting the same results for men and women without considering the real differences in body and training response. Many walk into the gym with their minds full of unrealistic images, comparing their progress to athletes or standards that simply don't apply. This leads to frustration, loss of motivation, and often early dropout. The truth is, muscle growth has biological limits. And understanding these limits is what will save you from false promises and wasted effort. So, when you see your body responding differently, don't take it as failure. Take it as a sign to adjust your strategies, respect your pace, and focus on individual progress. Real transformation happens when you learn to work with your body, not against it. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. The secret to consistent results lies in the right combination of training, nutrition, and rest. Prioritize gradual progression, respect your limits, and always aim for perfect technique. That's worth more than lifting excessive weight. Balanced nutrition is the foundation for efficient protein synthesis. Focus on quality proteins, carbs for energy, and healthy fats for hormonal balance. And of course, stay hydrated. Don't underestimate rest. It's during sleep that your body truly rebuilds and grows. Finally, keep your mind sharp. Avoid useless comparisons and focus on your own progress, adjusting your strategies as results come. With these tips, you'll turn frustration into growth, no matter your gender. Now you know, men and women have real differences in hypertrophy potential, but that doesn't define your limit. It defines your starting point. The secret is knowing your body, respecting its traits, and using smart strategies. If you want real results, forget comparisons and focus on your own progress. Liked this content? Then leave a like, share it with anyone who needs to break these myths, and subscribe for more videos that will help you train smarter and more consciously. See you in the next video. Until then, train hard and train smart.